Welcome back. The best of the best practitioners of love and light. You are most certainly welcome. Where's that? We got it. Okay. Oh, snapples. Okay, so what are we doing today? Again. Well, I took my hair down and I was going to work on the garage. I don't know, my hair, I needed to take it down before I put it back up again. Not that you care, but it's okay. Not all of you will care, and that's okay. That's okay. But I was like, oh my gosh, it turned out just to be like I did it or something. And so I thought I'd take advantage of it. You know, because I can. Anything that is a little effortless and looks good, of course I'm going to take advantage of, for sure. Times are hard. They don't have to be that difficult, is what I'm saying. Look, I got a shine on my teeth. Hold on. Let's move this right over here. And then we have... It's changing up the look. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay, I think that's better. It was annoying me. Okay. Well, we rebuke all energies that are fakers, that are takers. That are copycat makers. Okay. We want the OG crew here because we're going to answer from the Book of Shadows. What should we ask? I want a fun little thing, okay? So, what should we answer? Just like kind of a pat on the back. Spirit, angels of love and light, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages. My chakras, my auras, my space, my work, my energy, and that also of my light and love crew. Right here, right now. That's what we're doing. Okay. So, we're going to use our inside voice. It takes a little bit more effort than usual, but we're going to do that even though it's not even 11 o'clock, okay? That's what we're doing. We're going to answer what about you? No. What should we ask? Why do people like you so much? Numero uno, we'll find out. It's the stars. Holy, can you even believe that? The stars. So, this means it's not singular. It's knowing how freaking awesome you are by the divine, by the cosmos. So much so that you attract your star soul family. We're also star seeds. Do you understand that? You're part of a constellation of awesomeness. That's why people like you so much. It's because you don't steal the spotlight, but you share it with others. And do you know how much more magnificent and lit that is? In the darkness, you don't focus on the darkness. People can't focus on the darkness when you're in the room. You light up their own lights, like you revive their backup generator. So, people don't just see the star quality in you and I, but also themselves. How freaking awesome is that? And this is all age ranges. This is also to the sentience of our pets, our familiars, our spirit totems. How freaking awesome is that? Okay. Now, what we have here is the Knight of Swords, a accentuated, extroverted. People may see spurts of our energy when it comes to our extroversion. We may not naturally be like so, but we come off as naturals. Those sudden bursts of energy are almost like it's like spears of light. Hard to catch. So, when it's accentuated as the Knight of Swords, we move very quickly. People like us because our thought processes are not just intricate within its complexities. There's so much to find out about us that it's like we could talk about anything. We can engage with just about any subject. We may not always choose to do that, but we can certainly capture the attention of a room. Do you see that? Some of us might be scribes, might be writers. Yeah, that's what it looks like. They're very talented when it comes to written items that could range from even standard operating procedures. But this is definitely something like a business plan, stories, articles, etc. So, the Divine says that we're excellent at that. That's why people like us so much. They want our input. It's like fast, Okay. To some, they would even say it's like the luck of the draw. Yeah. What makes this so freaking awesome? Why do people like us so much? Okay, 5 of Swords in reverse, and the 2 of Swords. Again, we have like a lot of air sign energy. So is that Gemini, Libra, something? Gemini, Libra, I forget. Anyway, when it comes to winning, especially if it's kind of super obvious that we've won, especially within competition, it's very humbling the way we position ourselves, because we're not like, oh, me first. We don't rub it in people's faces. When we take pride in our winnings, it's almost like when we engage in that pride, that like a sense of accomplishment, is more so dictating that we're like in competition with ourselves. So like we beat our personal best. So when we take reign and glory over the things that we've accomplished or won, even if it's like an upgrade depicting of it, any gifts that we've learned, accentuated, or we've received, it's just a depiction that we've put our work into it, and we're just excited at the opportunity to finally receive. So we block out like any other bullshit, like what anybody else has to say about it, what their, like projections are, which is like a wonderful way of role modeling to our youth, actually to like anybody out there who's like very much invested within their pursuits, that it often becomes a battle in itself, even in the aftermath, when you accept your winnings, that others choose to persist in making it about the battle, and all it is really is just a challenge of like, how do I say it, wanting to people like us so much, or we're so well liked because we're able to find peace in our own investments before, during, and after, because we know that there's a reality of distractions out there. So people really like how we approach challenges, even at the point of receiving our winnings. That success is conceived on such a greater plane than just a singular motion and gesture of something that's tangible. That the receipt also contains something much more valuable, which is the element of divinity, which is grace. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, why are we so well liked? Why do people like us so much? What is it? It's the Hangman in reverse, and then the Eight of Swords. Oh my gosh, so much thought energy. So basically, people do this as the third hand at receiving thought energy. So people may see us as intellectuals, just ingenious in creative thought forms and expression, because this is another variation of it where this is elevated thought form. This is enlightenment coming out of Hangman view. It's how do I say it? It's your body, your vehicle responds differently when it's put in a position to engage with life when you hold another position. So if you look at it on a macrocosmic scale, when it comes to looking at things objectively, standing apart from a subject to be able to assess it without any straight up attachments to it, it's working from a hierarchy that where you respect all the underlings. Yeah. So it's that kind of elevated point of view of role modeling again. And then Eight of Swords alongside with that. People know that sometimes we kind of play dead just in order to have time to relax. That's funny. So it's we can get up and get going, but sometimes we take advantage of the way people think of us, they want to go ahead and think that I'm lazy, or that I'm dilly-dallying, that I'm just blowing off my time. Then let them think whatever they want to think. I'm going to use that time well in order to balance out and recalibrate, and this is my God-given time to just assess and relax. That's what I'm given. There's only so much I can control, so I might as well surrender to the comforts that I'm given in the here and now, and See, both of these people have their eyes closed and in divine feminine form. So, this says a lot about, like, again, the reiteration of, like, the third one, like, closing your eyes. I think people like us so much because we don't really pay attention to all of the, like, distractions of the world. That we realize that more than 50% of it is distraction, and that it's very much rehearsed and canned responses. So instead of, like, turning a blind eye, we kind of just, like, close your eyes already. And instead of looking the other way, we don't even have to anticipate that. It's just knowing that there is more peace in this, like, singular moment. So, people like us so much because we're able to create sacred moments, like, out of thin air. Okay. And, you know, like, thin air has, obviously very little, oxygen, so, it's like people are almost, like, asphyxiated, by our presence, like, kind of holding their breath a little bit, that there's that hesitation. That's very interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, so this one, I guess. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So, what I'm getting is that when we have to do things like planned, things that take time, we're very much a straight shooter. We're very focused in making that happen. But let me go ahead and see if Spirit has anything else to say about that. It's like, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, yeah. So we don't waste time. We don't waste energy. It's more like, when we have to get something done, like, we just tell the divine, we just tell others, just consider it done, because it's done. My word is bond. So, that's what that I'm getting out of those two cards. Hold on. My bangs are kind of just, let me put it, let me figure out what to do with this. Give me a second. I have to do some cleaning today. Like tonight. Okay, that'll do. Alright. Why do others like us so very much? It opened up to the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Wands in reverse, which is the top card. So, what opened up to it? These four cards. Okay. So, Six of Pentacles and Four of Wands in reverse. We're very much invested in, like, keeping the balance in order to create firm foundations. So we may be very much like family people, family-oriented people, which, like, what makes us, like, so likable is the fact that we can see the value beyond ourselves. So, in, like, when you have daily investments, with that mindset, it's just like, how could you not like a person who thinks beyond themselves and does beyond themselves? So we have the Page of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Three of Swords. So this sliced into that. And what this is saying is that there's, like, gossipers, and there's, like, liars, there's just bullshitters, abusers of truth, who try to challenge us, like, meet us up at our doorstep, like dirty up our welcome mat, it's like the ratio is like 4-2, that we're still obviously winning. Our pursuits, our intent are so substantial that like we already have the winning hand with 2 cards versus the 4, like twice as many. So a lot of the times when people like try to come up against us, they do it in groups because they're not strong enough to stand alone. And even in groups, when you look at numbers, it's not always a winning hand. You know, like how people think like, oh, it's a popularity contest because they have X amount of followers, X amount of views, etc. That still doesn't trump our investments and our purpose, like our standing. So we're still coming out with a winning hand. That's what it says. It's like nothing can stomp that out. So the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, and the bottom of the deck is 8 of Wands in reverse. So like we don't need to say anything else. When it comes to like dark High Priestesses, we can match that energy because we have like hidden knowledge. We have tribal knowledge when it comes to like ancient High Priestesses. I mean, I can speak for myself when it comes down to it. I need not say more. Why are we going to utter anything more to these people who are like dimly lit, you know? If our shine and our community shine doesn't speak well enough to educate these people, they're in for a rude awakening. You know, the people that work in like the underworld when it comes to projections of like their own their own unhealed areas, so much more pronounced than how they actually received it. Trying to take justice within, like, how do I say it? It's absolutely unhealed energy that becomes ruthless and volatile. So, like, we're not here to force people who are so obstinate, you know, to change. That's something that, you know, if so be it, they carry it over to the next life or pass it on to their lineage. Like, we've got a mission, you know, we've got better things to do. Okay. So anything else that you want to say, Spirit, before we close out into bananagrams? Seven of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. Come on, are you kidding me? Okay. So we're very well liked because we're patient when it comes to our pickings. Like, we wait for the best opportunities of fertility. We're attentive in a way that we maximize the usage of our time, which doesn't always mean like we put all of our eggs in one basket in one task. When it comes to harvesting, we know that there's so much more involved when it comes to how we invest our time and our energies. Yeah, so there's patience involved in that, and because of that, it's like we ration out when it's the most optimal time to make selections, make our picks. This is like a final draft type of energy. Yeah, like when you get like something about sports, about draft picks. Like, it's first pickings. Like, how do I say it? Like, the first, it's getting, like, it's kind of like inverse selections. Like, the most strategic ones are the ones that are made towards the very end, because that's like your finishing touch to your team. That's what I'm being told, okay? Yeah. But also, like, if you're a scribe, when you're writing an important piece, it's that final draft. It's knowing, like, when something is done, is finished, is complete. Yeah. So, because of that, it's like everyone is able to engage in this, like, Ten of Cups atmosphere that is very intimate, but it's like, this is ultimate happiness and bliss. So this is what we represent within our energy, that it's comprehensive, that all gestures speak to the Ten of Cups. That this is like the core root energy of what we hold. It's not just union, but like sacred bonds that are matured from the Six of Cups energy. Yeah. So we represent growth opportunities that infer like ideal ROI. That return isn't just sizable, it's massive. Yes. Okay. So now the new bottom of the deck is the Chariot in reverse. So we're so well liked that others kind of just want to stay parked in our energy. I mean, of course, this might speak on like energy vampires, but this also means that like people just want to spend more time with us. There's a lot to uncover, and being that sometimes we're spitfires when it comes to our extroversion, there's also that private energy that's kind of like we just take our time, you know, when it comes to understanding the influxes, the flow of life. So people really like that grounded energy. Top of the deck, Justice in reverse. People kind of like always get that lingering vibe from us that things will truly balance out, that things are right with the world, even if like things are still in progress. So that's very beautiful to have. Okay. And now, anagrams time. Oh. Q fell on the side, like on my hip. We have E, T, Z, Q, I, T, T, O, I, D, Y, O, A, E, 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 D, E. Okay. Okay. I have today Doe, like Jane Doe, or John Doe. But so there's this like anonymous, like mysterious quality to us that people can't like quite put their finger on us or like pin us down or label us. So we can't like be trapped like in a jar, like this essence. It's not really fleeting, but constantly growing and moving. I see Tate. Odessa. Okay. There's a song. I don't know why I'm supposed to. Channel Odessa. And today. Oh, I can't get today in there. Okay. I guess I can put today. I think people really like us because we remind them to be more present in themselves, like here in the now. Like we own our moments. We have today, at the very least we have it today. So that's very important. And just to like move along with the tide. That the tide constantly moves things around, like even beneath the surface. It's not just like what's on shore, but also what lingers down below. This is strange. Give me a second. I don't know. Give me a second. people like us so much because, like, we're not just emotionally intelligent, but highly intuitive and empathic, like double time. Yeah. And they might find us very cute. Yeah, because there's two places that, like, just the very top that it's placed. Like, that's the only other place that it could be. Yeah, that's the only other place. Okay, what else? That's crazy. I think people see us like, kind of like we stand tall. Like for me, I'm very like short and like petite, and despite like my physical size, when it comes to like confidence and holding my ground, I stand tall, and that may be very well the same for you. Like we're still working on some things, but it's obvious that we're like halfway, at least halfway to the point to like skyscraper type of wealth. Yeah. Yeah. And so we keep people suspended because our communication levels are so high, like they're so elevated. I'm going to show you in just a second, okay? So looking at that, like if we were to double that, that would be like a skyscraper type of level. So our foundations are at least halfway there, and it's a very clear depiction and a good forecast of what's to follow. I mean, we've only invested I would say, when it comes to looking at years rather than hours, we're at that level. But when we look at the hours, there's a good rationale to why how we've elevated like so, like in an expedited fashion, like what we've accomplished that much. So that's like threefold when it comes to foundations. And then here, this is like a telephone pole, right? So it's just a clear depiction of our abilities to communicate on this like elevated platform where like it keeps people in suspense. So again, we're looking at everything here, just like so. Yeah, that's it. So I think that's it. That's it for today. But thank you very much to all my supporters and my sponsors. All donations provided in light and love. Thank you so very much. And now that this reading is officially over, I'm closing all portals, sending all energies back with their appropriate karmas due. Thank you very much for your respect. When it comes to my time, space, energy is my work. And sending you all back with your karmas due. Closing all portals